Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, announced a 1-month warning strike which paused all academic activities. Instead of getting depressed or being idle, I decided to enroll in the Artificial Intelligence and Robotics training program for my internship or industrial training at my school, the Federal University of Technology. Before we continue, I took a lot of risks while making this video, especially standing in the middle of a very busy bridge. So if you appreciate my passion a little bit, just subscribe to the channel and I promise you won't regret it. Okay, so my name is Bliss and I'm a 200 level mechanical engineering student of the Federal University of Technology, Owerri, Imo State. And I played with robots for my IT or industrial training or internship, whatever you call it. Well, I didn't really play with them. I just basically learned the workings of robots with artificial intelligence. So I decided to call some of my friends who are as interested in technology as I am and decided to make this video to show you what we are learning and what we've learned. So sit back and enjoy this beautifully crafted documentary. This video is going to center on 4 major branches or topics: is assembling of the robots, programming of the intelligent parking lots, introduction to Arduino programming, introduction to 3D modeling and 3D CAD design.
What is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science. It's the ability of a computer or a robot controlled by a computer to carry out tasks that are usually assigned to humans. This is because these actual tasks require human discernment and intelligence. Now, with artificial intelligence, robots start to exhibit human behaviors such as logic and reasoning, vision, learning, understanding, and so many other stuff that are usually attributed to humans alone. It basically means robots are forced to learn and behave like humans. Okay, so we've talked about artificial intelligence and what it means, but what is a robot? A robot is basically an electromechanical device, meaning it has an electrical component and a mechanical component fused together that is built and designed and can be programmed and reprogrammed over and over to do a specific task. This means a robot has a computer inside that will interpret programs, and it has an electronic part, a mechanical part, meaning motion plus electricity to power the motion. Together you get a robot that can be reprogrammed to do a specific task. Okay, like of all the processes and everything we learned there, assembling of the robots, including the intelligent parking lots, was one of my favorites because it was pretty fun. We basically played with the components of the robots and assembled them. It was kind of like when we used to play with building blocks as children. It was nice. So by the time we're done, we assembled the hardware successfully for all the robots and got ready to program them. This took like a whole day. So we just basically assembled the intelligent parking lots, the cars, and so many other robots. It was really fun and nice.
Hey, I just remembered, this industrial training was organized by the university in conjunction or in partnership with Bliss Educational Services. Now, who is Bliss? What is Bliss? Bliss Educational Services is an international organization dedicated to the training of young scholars in the fields of artificial intelligence and robotics, embedded systems, and so much more in other valuable fields of technology. You can check out their website, and they have a lot of programs for young children and entrepreneurs who are interested in the fields of AI, robotics, and other tech areas, 3D printing, and more. I will leave a link in the description to their website. You can check them out and see what they have.
Right, so the intelligent parking lots was programmed using the C programming language, which is a closed machine programming language. Because of this, it can be used to easily manipulate the state of an electrical circuit, in this case, the Arduino board.
So I'm going to be talking about how we program the traffic lights, and I'll talk about the applications later. But first, I want to mention the approach to programming that UB Tech and Bliss Education Services has. Now, we were basically taught to program this intelligent parking lots and traffic lights using a GUI. which is a graphic user interface. This GUI was in form of a puzzle, whereby you have to arrange the puzzles, and when you arrange these puzzles to fit perfectly with certain parameters, you get your code assembled by the right side and the devices function according to the code you've written. This is a very nice approach and makes people not very scared of programming. You know, a lot of people have the misconception that programming is a whole signs and symbol stuff on a screen, but this approach was pretty good.
The intelligent parking lots can be applied in real-life parking lots, in organizations such as schools, industries, commercial places, and so much more.
So for the programming of the traffic lights, we made use of a breadboard, an LED, a resistor, a working computer, and the Arduino board itself. So we first of all made connections between the Arduino board and the breadboard to the LEDs and the resistors. We use C programming language to manipulate these LEDs in order to blink at intervals, blink separately, and we're also able to make a working traffic light model, which go is symbolized by green, red symbolizes stop, and yellow or amber symbolizes get ready. With this, we're able to understand the applications of these lights and the programming in real life situations, for notification lights on devices, for used in the airports for landing planes, and so much more.
Writing C programs can be a little bit complex. Because of this, a company called UBTech have already coded a library which, when included in our code, can be used to easily write programs which we will use to manipulate the Arduino board. 3D printing is the construction of three-dimensional model of objects from a digital software. There are a lot of computer-aided designs softwares that can be used for the construction or the design of these 3D models, such as Blender, SolidWorks, AutoCAD, and a lot more.
Three D models are created with computer-aided design softwares, as earlier mentioned. They are brought out as STL files and loaded into softwares controlling 3D printers. Now, these 3D printing softwares have slicers, which basically cuts the 3D models into parts, kind of like crumbling or mashing potatoes or yam for a baby to chew better. So they are sliced into different components, which enable the 3D printer to print in layers, enabling for smoother and more seamless 3D printing. These machines are kind of like babies which are fed data, and they interpret this data and output in form of 3D printing, which basically means it's a computer that prints 3D objects.
Someone may ask the importance of this video. Well, they are numerous, from the applications in the engineering field to the real world. These demonstrations may look basic, but all technological innovations in the world today are based on very scientific basic principles, which some people overlooked years ago. If you made it this far into the video, thank you very much. I promise to upload more quality content to my channel. Subscribe to my channel if you think this video had a little bit of value at all. Thank you. I want to be the most popular student tech YouTuber in Nigeria, and I want to achieve this with your help. Peace.